Sushi burgers are one of Morgan's favorite dinners, and with a couple tips and tricks, they are so easy to make. We make our sushi rice by following the directions on the back of the package. We add a half a cup of rice vinegar and a fourth of a cup of sugar. Heat it in the microwave for 2 minutes and then mix it together with your rice. Tip number 1, for convenience, use your waffle maker to make your rice cake. A little bit of butter, scoop of your rice, a little bit more butter, close the waffle iron for 5 to 6 minutes, and look at this, golden brown on the outside, crunchy, nice and yummy on the inside. Tip number 2, texture matters. Unroll that stick of imitation crab, slice that baby up and mix it with yum yum sauce or spicy mayo. Here's what I use right here for my sauce. Feel free to use cucumber, avocado, whatevers. Smear some cream cheese on your rice patty. Tip number 3, you need the seasoning. If you don't have it, please get it. Add your toppings, enjoy, let us know if you give this a try, and like and follow for more delicious recipes.
All right, y'all. Today I'm gonna show you how to make some bacon cheeseburger egg rolls. Start out by cooking off your ground beef, seasoned heavily with salt and pepper. Now throw in there a good amount of some onion. Mix it up in there and let that cook for a couple of minutes. Grab your egg roll, layer a slice of cheddar cheese right there. 2 big spoonfuls of that ground beef, a piece of bacon on top. Roll up your sides and then roll this side up. Tuck them in, it should look like this. Now put those bad boys to fry. Once it's nice and golden brown, take them out, let them rest on a paper towel to drain excess oil. Slice it through the middle. I like to put some smoked chipotle sauce on top of mine. Give it a slight garnish, dip it in some more chipotle, and all done, you guys.
All right, keto peeps, we did it. A low-carb version of that feta pasta trend, and we served it with Italian sausage on the side. To sub out your pasta, you can use a great version from the Great Low Carb Bread Company. Get your tomatoes ready in an 8x8 pan and put your feta brick right in the middle. Drizzle with olive oil, and then season with salt, pepper, oregano, and if you like spicy like us, kick it up a notch with some red pepper flakes. Put it in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes. In the meantime, get your pasta ready and always salt your water. Then you're gonna mince up your garlic and your basil, getting them ready for when that 30-minute timer goes off. Once that 30-minute timer goes off, mix in the basil and the garlic to your feta and tomato mixture. Mix that all thoroughly together before adding in your pasta. Add a little bit of pasta water, and we wanted to change it up by brightening it with some lemon and adding some pecorino romano on the top, plus baking it another 15 minutes. You are gonna love it.
Baby bella mushrooms, half a red onion, 4 or 5 cloves of garlic, about 2 sprigs of fresh thyme, a drizzle of olive oil, salt and pepper to taste, and a little bit of red pepper flakes. 1 block of feta, olive oil on the feta, and a sprinkle of basil. Bake at 350 for 30 minutes. While it's in the oven, cook your pound of pasta. Mix it! Add in your cooked pasta, a little bit of pasta water, a little bit of baby spinach, top with pine nuts and Parmesan cheese, and yum.
Corn ribs basically look like baby back ribs when they're done. I seen this creative recipe on TikTok. I wanted to give it a try. Put my own twist on the recipe though. Traeger smoked Bloody Mary mix, tahini, and some almond oil. That's what I brushed on them before they hit the Traeger. 400 degrees for about 30 minutes and they got pretty tender. Finished product was topped with crema, more of that Bloody Mary mix, the cotija cheese, fresh onions, fresh green onions, more tahini. I gotta say, the presentation and the taste of these was killer.
One of my most viral videos is my whipped feta and roasted tomato dip, but lots of people said they don't like tomatoes, so today we're making it with roasted olives. First, we're gonna crumble some feta and add it to a food processor with olive oil, cream cheese, water, and then we're gonna process and add some honey, salt, pepper, and some lemon zest. Process again. And then we're gonna add it to a bowl and we're gonna top it with our roasted olives. Look how good that looks. Full recipe on my Instagram, website, and YouTube.
Hey, what's up guys? Let's make chicken tikka masala, but let's make it a soup. To keep things easy, grab a rotisserie chicken, skin it, and shred it. Now grab a medium-sized pan over medium heat, toss in some olive oil and butter, pour in your onions. Go ahead and saute that. Now toss in some ginger and garlic and saute that until fragrant. Now toss in all of your Indian spices. Go ahead and cook that for about 2 to 3 minutes. Sprinkle in some salt, pour in your chicken stock, and pour in your crushed tomatoes. Don't forget to add a little sugar. Pour in a little heavy cream. If you have an immersion blender, go ahead and blend it up. Toss in your shredded chicken and sprinkle on a little fresh coriander. Serve it up and enjoy.
Here's a really simple corn dog recipe with a twist. Combine a few eggs in a bowl and whisk it thoroughly. Then add a little bit of milk and combine the two. In another bowl, combine the dry ingredients. A little bit of all-purpose flour, some some cornmeal, some sugar, a little bit of baking powder, and some salt. Mix in the wet ingredients until you get an even consistency, then transfer it to a tall container. Add a skewer to the center of a hot dog. Using a knife, cut the hot dog moving in a diagonal direction all the way up to the top. Don't worry, the skewer will prevent it from cutting through. Dip the hot dog in the batter and coat it thoroughly. Fry the hot dog in 375-degree oil for roughly 4 minutes.
Steak and cheese bites. Separate the crescent rolls and cut each dough lengthwise into 2 long pieces. Starting with the wide end of each roll, place the meat and cheese. Now I'm using some boar's head shaved beef tenderloin and pepper jack cheese. Roll into the narrow end and tuck the tip underneath. Brush with melted butter and sprinkle with the delicious everything but the bagel seasoning. Bake at 375 for 13 to 15 minutes. They'll be gone before you get to halftime.
Let's make a white sauce to die for. Ingredients.
This recipe will warm your heart. Sizzle garlic in salted butter and add champignon mushrooms. A sprinkle of parsley and simmer. Add peas and smoke with white wine. Once reduced, add the heavy cream, salt to taste, and the final ingredient, shredded prosciutto ham. Let it all melt together like poetry, just like you are. Pasta goes in with the tears of the gods and work it into the sauce. Don't forget your precious Parmigiano cheese and make sure to whisper love words to it.
Just gorgeous.
So when my boyfriend and I first started dating, I taught him some easy, authentic Indian recipes to make because you gotta train them early, am I right? So this palak paneer bhurji was one of them, and he recently told me that while I was away, he made this dish multiple times a week for a month. Like guys, this serves about 4 to 5 people, so that means my dude was eating this every single day for a month. But to be fair, it truly is that good and so easy to make in 20 minutes for a quick vegetarian weeknight dinner. I promise you won't regret making this, but consider this a warning that you may start craving it all the time once you do.
Hey, welcome to Sushi Talk, and today we're making California hand rolls at home. Alright, in order to do this, you gotta get yourself some nori, some sushi rice, crab salad, and then some avocado. So, first things first, we gotta get that bottom left corner there and take it to the top middle of the nori. You want that triangle shape going. And then, in the crevice that we got there, you want to add some rice. Just like this. Next, you're going to add your crab salad on top of the rice. And then finally, add your avocado. Alright, this next part's going to be tricky. So, you're going to hold the top part down, and then flip the roll over, and then tuck it into the rest of the nori. Just like so. See that extra seaweed we got? Get your fingertips nice and wet, and then just stick it to the rest of the roll. Just like so. And there you have it, California hand roll. Thanks. Like
bacon wrapped cabbage burrito. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Cut you a big chunk of cabbage. Start out with a bunch of garlic salt, then a bunch of Danos. You can go spicy if you like. 4 strips of bacon, season it well. Lay some butter on your bacon. Season your cabbage too. Place your cabbage and start wrapping. Add some more butter and wrap. Keep wrapping. Oh, yum yum. Wrapping in more bacon. Get it good and seasoned all over. Wrap that bad boy up. There you go. 425. Keep rotating every 10-15 minutes. Hour and a half at 425. Look at that. Let's get a look. Look at that, baby.
This is how you make Brussels sprouts that are better than your favorite restaurant. I prefer to use smaller ones. I find that these caramelize much better. To start, just take a small piece of the end off. Cut in half lengthwise. So all these little leaves that fall off, make sure you save these. When they're cooked, they'll become little Brussels sprout chips. Make sure your Brussels sprouts are as dry as possible. This will make them extra crispy. Mix together equal parts maple syrup and balsamic vinegar. I'm also gonna add in some Calabrian chilies. Mix everything together. Get your pan really hot. You should see white smoke. Add a generous amount of oil. I'm using avocado. Add in your Brussels sprouts cut side down. Let these cook for 6 minutes untouched. After 6 minutes, they should look super crispy like this. Sheesh. Crushed garlic. Season with salt. Into your oven 5 to 6 minutes. Add the maple vinegar, pistachios, chives, pecorino romano. Sheesh.
Been seeing this all over TikTok, but I have yet to see someone make it low carb. They're calling this feta pasta. It only takes a few ingredients to make this, and it turned out incredible. You want to start by drizzling some avocado oil over some tomatoes and season to your liking. I did salt, pepper, oregano, garlic powder, and some crushed red pepper to make it a little bit spicy. Add your block of feta cheese, some more oil, and some of your spices. Place it in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. Once it's browned on top, pull it out and crush all your tomatoes and the cheese together. And this is where you add your pasta. If you guys haven't been trying these healthy noodles, you have to go get some. 0 net carbs and only 30 calories. You guys be sure to check out the link in our bio for a recipe group on Facebook.